We have covered ABM module A, B, C and D. Okay, so now we'll be covering this module A. Before going ahead, I would suggest download Adda 24/7 app on your mobile. In this app, you'll be getting the premium study material, current affairs, job alerts, daily quizzes, subject-wise quizzes, magazines, power capsules, notes and articles, and video lectures. Video lectures will include live video lectures, means classes plus recorded both. Okay, you can definitely use this code Y432. Okay, also you subscribe to this Officers Adda YouTube channel, you'll get all the latest updates on CAIIB on this channel only. In fact, this series is going on this channel only, so subscribe to this channel immediately. This batch is coming up on October 3rd. Go for this batch as fast as possible, because in this batch we'll be covering all the numericals, objective questions, theory, problems, everything will be covered related to CAIIB. Use the code Y432. Again, I'm telling you, this is very important. Okay, let's start. Yesterday I asked you one question in homework. If the credit does not indicate whether it's revocable or irrevocable, as per UCPDC, it will be treated as. So many of you have answered. The correct answer is irrevocable. When the credit does not state anything and in the LC is subject to UCPDC 600, then the credit is by default irrevocable. Okay, what is irrevocable? Here there are two parts. One is revocable and second is irrevocable. Revocable means the issuing bank, whenever it wishes, it can cancel that LC without the consent of any other party. What are the other parties? Advising bank, negotiating bank, then beneficiary. Okay, means seller. That is revocable. But irrevocable means it cannot cancel, means issuing bank cannot cancel the LC without the consent of all the parties. So that's irrevocable. Okay, next one. If the letter of credit and UCPDC have contradictory provisions, which of the following statements will be true? So if LC says something and UCPDC 600, what is UCPDC 600? We call it in short UCP 600. If UCP 600 says something and LC contradicts to it, so which should I take as a thumb rule, or as a what should I follow? So provisions of UCP will prevail over those of the credit. Provisions of credit will prevail over those of the UCP. Better the provisions of UCP or credit as applicable to the beneficiary, means seller, will prevail, or better of the provisions of UCP or credit as applicable to the applicant, means buyer, will prevail. So what is the answer? A, B, C or D? What do you think? Fast. Okay, I'll give you the hint. C and D are out. Okay, C and D are out, only A and B. So provisions of UCP will prevail or provisions of credit will prevail. UCP are general rules which are followed. Okay, so correct. The answer is no. Many of you have written UCP. No, the correct answer is credit. Provisions of credit will prevail over those of UCP, because credit, whatever LC is issued, that is the final thing. Okay, UCP is not a law. These are just the guidelines which are followed throughout the world. Okay, which of the following features does not apply to transferable credit? Okay, what is transferable credit? Say this: if A is the buyer and he issues the LC in favor of B, he is the seller. But if the B person is not the actual manufacturer, he is just an agent, so what does he do? He transfers this order to two separate persons. That is called as C and D. Okay, so this credit which can be transferred here, this is LC number 1, and same LC is transferred to C and D, D over here, D. Okay, so one A will be transferred to C and one B will be transferred to D. See here, same LC is transferred. That's transferable credit. Okay, transferable LC is the one which is expressly written to be transferable. Okay, I'll directly give you the answer. Okay, this is what do we want? Which does not apply. See here, we want what is not applied. So transferable LC will always have the word transferable. Means if you check the LC, it will always say that irrevocable transferable. Okay, so this is this applies. We want does not apply. Okay, transferable LC can be transferred only once, but can be transferred to more than one parties. So that is also true. Means what? Say this, A to B is LC first, and now it is transferred to C and D. So it can be transferred only once, but further can C and D transfer to E and F? So that is not allowed. So only one level it is allowed, but in that one level it can be transferred to many persons. So that is also true. So B is also required, applies. In transferable credit, the first Benny has a right to substitute his own invoice and draft for those of the second Benny. That is also right. Why? Because here, why am I giving this answer directly? Because many of us don't know much about LC. Okay. In fact, many of you have written the answer also D. D is the correct answer actually, which is not applicable. Why? Because C, look at C. C and D will be the suppliers. They will supply the material to A over here, but they have got this order through B. So B is the agent. So B will require his commission. So B will do what? If C and D issue the invoices, he will change the invoices. If C issues it for 80 rupees, this B will make it 100 rupees because he wants 20 rupees commission, right? Because that's why he is working. So in transferable credit, the first Benny has the right to substitute his own invoice and draft to the second Benny. Okay, that is also applied. Transfer of such credit by second Benny back to the first Benny is not permitted. Means C, B transfer it to C, and C says that okay, I can't do it the job now because the order which you have given, I don't have the machinery. So he wants to transfer it back to B. So is this allowed? Yes, this is allowed. So what does it say? Not permitted. So this is not applied. Okay. So this is the required answer. Okay. Remember, here we want does not apply. So C can transfer the LC back to B. D can transfer the LC back to B. Okay. In revolving credit, a revolving credit means a LC. Revolving means what here? Suppose if I tell you, so kindly supply me 400 chairs per month for next 6 months. Okay. So do you want me and you to open a separate LC every month for 400 chairs? No, because that is a waste of money. So that's why that is called as revolving credit. Revolving credit means what? 6 months, 400 chairs, I'll say 2400 chairs, isn't it? So 2400 chairs are to be supplied in 6 months, each month 400. So in each month that LC amount will get reduced by 400 chairs. This LC goods will get reduced by 400 chairs. Okay. Similarly, that amount will also get reduced. So revolving credit means which is available for use in any country. In any country means any country is not a logic here. Wherever this applicant and beneficiary stay, okay, only it is applicable in that country. Okay, no other country it is applicable. Covering many shipments up to a particular period of time or particular amount or both. See, this is the correct answer. Means many shipments means 400 chairs per month up to a particular time in 6 months or particular amount. Means if I say up to amount, it is up to amount. So time or amount, both of them. Okay, or both. So B is the correct answer. Look at C, but which can be transferred, easily transferred by the beneficiary to his supplier. So that is transferable LC. Just now you saw it, isn't it? D, which allows the beneficiary packing credit in foreign currency. This is of no concern here. Packing credit in foreign currency has totally different meaning. It does not relate to any LC, revolving credit, or any transferable credit, or any normal credit. Packing credit in foreign currency is always related to what is the amount of currency of that LC, number one. Let it be transferable, let it be revolving, anything, number one. Number two, what does the beneficiary or the seller wants the packing credit in? If the seller wants it in foreign currency, it will be given in foreign currency. If the seller wants it in INR, it will be given in INR. So this has nothing to do with the credit. Okay, so the correct answer is B. Got it? Next one. A red clause LC is the one in which, so red clause LC, what is red clause LC? A special clause is written in red, okay, on that LC. But nowadays this red writing is not there. See here, this writing was there earlier when the LCs were written by hand many years back. In that, at that time it was written by red pen. So red clause LC, I'll tell you one simple logic. It always allows the beneficiary to avail pre-shipment credit. That is the only answer for red clause. Always remember. Okay. So let's look at the answers. The beneficiary can avail pre-shipment finance up to the amount specified in the LC. That's right. That is the answer number 1. So A is right. What about B? Negotiation is restricted to particular bank. Now this is not a concern of red clause LC. This can be applicable to any bank, any LC. Red clause, transferable, revolving, any, standby. Okay. Any LC, negotiation can be restricted to a particular bank. It has nothing to do with the type of that LC. Okay. All clauses are compulsory printed in red. No, that is wrong. Nothing is printed in red nowadays, because everywhere we have a Swift LC now. Swift LC means same, this ink we get it, right? Whenever you get it printed, it's all black. So nothing is printed in red. So that is gone. B is gone, C is gone, and D is also gone. There are certain restrictive clauses as to the period of shipment negotiation. There is no restrictive clause. Restrictive clause means up to this time only this should be shipped, up to this time only that is the normal clause in every LC. Period of shipment is given in every LC. Whom to negotiate is given in every LC. That is not a concern of red clause LC. Okay. So that is also out. Only A is the answer. A back-to-back credit LC is, so that is same as transferable LC. Only the difference is here. The difference I'll tell you. A issues the LC to B. Okay. 1. LC number 1. Now in transferable credit, what did we do? C and D. B issues the same LC into 2 parts, 1A and 1B. Okay. That's what he did in transferable LC. That is transferable. I'll write it over here. Transferable. Okay. But now understand the difference between this back to back. In back to back, what happens? A issues the LC to B. Okay. First LC. So LC number 1. Now B issues to C and D. But when B issues the LC to C and D, it is not 1A and 1B. It's not the same LC. He issues the second LC and he issues the third LC to C and D separately. Okay. The amount of 2 and 3 will be the total of 1 only. Okay. It won't be greater than 1. But these two are separate LCs. So one of the on the strength of which another bank's guarantee is obtained. Guarantee, there is no guarantee over here. Okay. It's LC business, totally LC. Okay. This is back to back. B to B, I'll write it. Okay. Back to back. Okay. The one set of fresh LC opened in favor of second beneficiary on the strength of the original LC. See, this is the right answer. One set of fresh LC opened in favor of second beneficiary on the strength of the original LC. So B is the right answer. Okay. One backed by government guarantee. Now government guarantee is altogether different concept. Okay. Government guarantee, on the basis of that any LC can be issued, isn't it? So this is also out. A set of 2 LCs printed on the back of each other. This is all stupidity. Okay. 2 LCs printed on the back of means on the front side you will be printing something, on the back side is it a marriage card? Isn't it? Forget that. Okay. So B is the answer. Now one question to you for homework. A green clause LC is an extension of, now green clause, just now we saw red clause. Red clause plus something equals to green clause. I'll tell you that. Okay. That this you will have to find the answer. Is an extension of transferable credit, confirmed irrevocable credit, red clause credit, or revolving credit. Now this you find out. I'll be answering it tomorrow. Before going, I would suggest, see this, October 3rd the new batch is starting for CAIIB. Remember, December 2022 is your last exam with current portion. Go for this exam, go for this batch immediately, because if you miss this, in the end, later when you come for the class, come for this in May 23, it will be huge. I'll tell you what are the differences in this exam as well as in the next exam. Okay. So how to get this course, I'll show you that. Let's go live to Adda 24/7. See this, Adda 24/7. Yeah, we are over here on Adda 24/7. Click on, go on the front page. Click on JAIIB and CAIIB. Click over here. See this JAIIB and CAIIB. You'll see this JAIIB CAIIB Mahapag November December bilingual. Click on this CAIIB November December English batch. Once you click on this, you'll get the batches. See this first batch, October 3rd, second batch, October 3rd batch. Okay, click on this. Once you click on this, you will see the details. See all the details, you can read it at your ease. Okay, I'll give you the highlights. 180 plus live two-way interactive classes, ebooks are available, detailed subject expertise, recorded 24/7 videos are available. Okay, so this is specially designed for December 2022 exam. Also important part about the fees, 17,999. Click on view offers. What is the code I told you just now? Y432. Apply the code. See this. Once you apply the code, 17,999 gets reduced to 4139, 77% off. Okay, so it gets reduced to 4139. Go for it immediately. Okay. Now before going, I told you that I'll tell you about the new portion which is coming up. See this new portion. Why am I telling you that clear this exam in December itself? Why? Because in the new portion, if you see, look at the new portion. Okay, see this. CAIIB compulsory subjects. What are the compulsory subjects now? Only ABM and BFM, right? Then in May 23 you will be having ABM, BFM, ABFM and BRBL. What is ABFM? Advanced Business and Financial Management. So it is a financial management topic will be added to you. Also legal, right? Legal is not only simple legal, banking regulations and business laws. So that will be more difficult. So that's why I'm saying clear it immediately. And also about the elective subject. What is the elective subject you are having presently? Many of you take retail only. Is there any retail topic over here? Rural banking, HR, IT, risk and central banking. Is there any retail? No. So that's why I'm saying clear the exam in this semester itself, December 22 itself. Next year you'll have 4 compulsory subjects and 1 elective to be chosen from these. And which one will you choose? In which have you worked up till now? Rural, HR, IT, risk. Which have you worked up till now? Many of us have worked, not maximum of us have worked in rural only or HR. Okay, IT very few of us are working. So that's why clear it in December only. Why to wait for the May 23 exam? I'll be back tomorrow with another session. Bye till then.